Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to this week's show. Mike looks very confused all of a sudden. Okay, good.
Mike is never confused. That's his secret.
Never confused?
Never confused.
Okay.
It's very good acting.
Fair enough.
Very good acting.
I applaud you then.
Thank you.
Yep. Anyhow. So what's happening, y'all?
Not much.
That is a true statement.
That is a true statement.
That is a true statement. What did they... Oh, they didn't say who they're going to be. They casted a set of twins for the Batman. But it doesn't say...
Who they're playing?
Yeah.
It's the Facebook friends, guys.
You mean the one guy?
Yeah.
No. It's not Armie Hammer.
No, the real ones.
Oh, no.
They're like, we'll just go straight to the source.
They were in, I guess, all 3 seasons of, the last 3 seasons of Teen Wolf, but they were in Leftovers, is where I know him from. It doesn't say the characters are being kept under wraps.
Who could they possibly need twins for in the Batman universe?
But they're described as sizable roles. Sizable roles.
So I'm trying to think of what twins there were in the Batman universe.
Or somebody that, theoretically could have had twins as like henchmen or something. Are they big guys?
No, not really. They look like
Could they be clones?
They look like someone tried to clone Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
And it sort of worked, but they mixed up. They didn't have enough, you know what I mean? So they just made 2 little ones.
Damon?
Yeah. We'll make 2 little ones.
Damon.
2 little Damon.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting they
We have
cast both twins.
confirmed it's the Penguin is the bad guy, right?
He is in it.
He's in it. We don't know if he's the bad guy, but he's the only, other than Catwoman, the only masked bad guy. Because again, Catwoman's more of a vigilante, just thief, more than fucking mass murderer and things like that. So far, we're not saying 2020 she can do whatever she wants.
Right.
But yeah, so far we only know he's and they have a bunch of the mob bosses because someone was cast as Marconi, right? Can't remember. I can probably look it up.
Probably should. Not that I recall, though. I haven't seen that name floating around.
The Batman film, not the cartoon. Casting. The Riddler's in it too. I forgot about that. Because Paul Dano plays Edward Nashton / the Riddler.
Nice.
Yeah, Falcone is John Turturro.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still not that it doesn't throw me off, but I never thought of him as this role, but Andy Serkis as Alfred. I was like, oh no, that's cool.
No, that is really cool.
Yeah,
especially if you're going with that Earth 1 type of
badassery.
Batman and Alfred. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Jeffrey Wright as James Gordon. Peter Skarsgård as District Attorney Gil Coulson. Jamie Lawson as Bella Real.
Which one's that one? The older or the younger Skarsgård?
Peter's the older one.
Okay.
Peter is the man. So there's obviously there's their dad. It's Peter.
Well, there's Tarzan and Pennywise, right? Oh, there's 3?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Now everything's all fucked up.
Actually, he might not be one of those Skarsgård, is he? Let me go look.
Oh.
He may not be. I know there's 3 of those brothers.
Oh, that's Sarsgaard.
Oh, this is Sarsgaard. Oh, this is Sarsgaard, sorry.
Not Skarsgård.
Yeah, this is Sarsgaard. This is...
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
This is the dude that was in. Well, I mean, he's in a bunch of stuff, but he's the one, yeah, right? Is he married to Maggie Gyllenhaal? Right? Or is it Wikipedia? There it is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Because he was cut out of a scene in Batman and the Dark Knight.
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah. Which is pretty interesting. There was something he was in that I know. Magnificent Seven. I was like, I know we all saw something with him in it.
Well, we've seen a couple things with him in it.
Yeah.
Magnificent Seven, Green Lantern,
Don't bring that up.
Jarhead.
Don't bring up Green Lantern. Oh, he's an orphan. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Oof.
Orphan.
That movie creeps me out.
Boys Don't Cry.
That movie creeps me
Man in
out
the
too.
Iron Mask.
He was in Man in the Iron Mask?
That's what it says right here. The 1998.
Yeah, the Leo DiCaprio one.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's one of the like asshole fucking like.
He played the role
Yeah.
of Raoul, the ill-fated son of Athos.
Idiot. Ill-fated. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Johnny Depp kills him in Black Mass one time too.
Probably, yeah.
Johnny Depp killed a lot of people in
I
Black
was
Mass.
like, you could say that about a lot of people. in Black
Most of the
Mass.
people in Black Mass.
Yeah. If you were casted in Black Mass, you were definitely going to be cannon fodder. So, anyways, yeah, they casted them twins as undisclosed roles, which is pretty interesting. Was there? Nope.
That thing with Momoa, is that an actual...
Is it a rumor
or
that
is
someone
it just
made
a
up?
rumor?
And then, of course, Boss Logic jumped on and made a fucking image out of it.
Okay. Because I was wondering how that would work with, obviously that's Marvel and then DC type of thing.
Well, if they shit can
Aquaman?
then, he's free to do what he wants because
That's true.
DC is all over the board with that shit right now.
That's true.
I mean, at this point, they can do whatever they want because there's not much going on. I mean, I'm sure he could do both, but it's just more of like, is there...
Once you posted the picture of him, more of him as what's his name, Craven.
Yeah.
It was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I think he'd be perfect for that role.
Yeah, he'd be pretty... I would think it would be cool because he'd be like that. You could let him go loose, like certain times, and he was like, "Brah, let's go nuts," and then other times he's like, dignified. I'm gonna hunt a spider, and other times he's like, "I'm gonna murder everything."
Yeah,
That sort of thing,
I remember that line when he was like, "I'm gonna hunt the spider."
I'm gonna murder everything.
He said that before.
Yeah.
Dang, U.S. agent, bunch of motherfuckers.
What?
There's a behind-the-scenes photo, video someone took of filming of Winter Soldier, Falcon Winter Soldier, which shows a U.S. agent fighting a bunch of dudes, full in costume and everything. It's from a pretty far distance away. I mean, this is like not exactly close.
Oh, definitely not.
You know what I mean? So I can't really tell if it might be a stuntman, it might be Wyatt. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but he's beating that ass. All right, did you end up watching that trailer that I sent yesterday for Connected?
No.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Well, because it seemed like an odd, I didn't read the description first. I just saw that it said Phil Lord and Chris Miller produced a new film called Connected for Sony Animation. So those are the guys that did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Lego movies.
Ah, there it is.
Those ones, right? Then I didn't, because I said I didn't read the description. I saw Danny McBride voices the father in this new movie Connected, produced by the guys who made Spider-Man, right?
Yep, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
So I watched it, and it just looks like this really family-oriented, modern day thing where the kids kind of are obsessed with their phones and different screens, and the dad is kind of lost in nostalgia of being his daughter's number one everything, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, killer robots.
Haven't got there yet.
Yeah,
I
it's
Yeah. It's great with audio, but we're not going to pay for Sony for this. But there's a line in it that made me laugh so hard. Was when you see them, you'll see it in a second. They're standing outside of a porta potty, and the dad's got like a crossbow, and the daughter's got something, or the mom has something, whatever. And then the son kicks open the bathroom door and he goes, "Don't worry about washing your hands." He goes, "I never do." and he's like, "Ugh." And it was so funny to me. But the thing that got me is the whole pug kissing thing.
what was the dog's name? It says like "Dang it, Katie" or something like that every time.
Well, that's this daughter's name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the daughter keeps holding the dog up to his face.
Oh yeah.
And like,
He goes, "Dang it, Katie."
He keeps like kissing, like the dog keeps licking him. And then one time he like at the end he turns his head and the dog licks him and he goes, "Oh, you licked my tongue." It looks hilarious.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like all of a sudden they do this whole Apple thing where like, "Oh, we have these robots," and Eric Andre voices that character and he goes, "I promise they'll never go evil." And the next thing you see, like they just come rushing in. Like the son's like, "Mom, what is that?" And you see him fly him in. They start just devastating stuff. But the scene that got me was the toilet.
Okay.
You see a guy. It's a split second. It's like literally like maybe half a second long. You hear "Hasta la vista," and you see a guy get shot off a toilet, and the toilet's got like a digitized face on the back of it.
Yep, I saw it.
Yeah, it was funny. But the animation looks amazing in it.
It's weird. Some of the scenes look more claymation than animation.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the porta potty scene. Yeah.
The animation reminds me a lot of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs,
Yeah, definitely.
where it has that more solid feel to it.
But it does have some comic bookiness
Yeah.
to it.
For sure. Yeah, it looks great.
It does look really fun. And that's it. September 18th.
Yeah. Well, in that, I was talking to Mike about it. I think there's a movie coming out called Rumble. It's about monster wrestling, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be awesome." And it's got a great voice cast in it, and I was like, "Cool." When's this come out? 2021. I was like, "What the fuck? Why are we seeing a trailer for this?"
Yeah, what do you even have right now
Like, what?
that you're showing?
I was like, what? I mean, it looks like they're like gonna say July. Like that's how done it looks.
Yeah.
It's a full on trailer. It's not a teaser. It's like a full on trailer.
It feels like they just made the trailer first. Like they knew what scenes they had for the trailer, and they're like,
Yeah.
"We'll just animate those first, and we'll figure out the rest."
I was like, what the hell?
Like Terry Crews is one of the monster wrestlers.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
yeah. But I was like, oh well, this looks dope. And then I was like, 2021. The fuck is happening? Paramount's like, yeah, fuck it. We'll just do it. It's a minute 47. It's not like it's a short trailer, but it's not like, they're not teasing anything. It's full on scenes and everything.
Like they have everything there.
Yeah.
Lighting is done and
Yeah.
just animation.
There's
is done.
music in it. Like there's like,
Voice acting.
Yeah. and it looks he looks terrifying. The best part is like he's just
Yep.
like,
I did see a quick clip of him jumping into the ring.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
super dope the way his arms come apart,
Yes.
like tentacles, and then
Yeah.
back like a fist. And
Yeah,
then
it does look pretty cool.
I think was it Will Arnett does
Will-
the other
Yeah,
right
Will
there, I've
monster.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super. Like, look how. Like, I was like, how is this not done?
Yeah, and you're saying 2021?
Yeah,
What else are they going to put into it?
And then
Like,
this one's Will Arnett.
I didn't see this. Just trying to pull up.
and I don't even know why they released it because I can't think of like a kids movie that just came out.
It connected with Sonic, I think.
Oh, was it Sonic?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. But still, like, are they trying to get like, fan reactions so they can try to fix animation in this too?
Yeah, but what are you going to... I mean, it
It looks
really
awesome,
good.
right? Like,
They're just shell shocked now. They're like, okay,
Yeah,
before we
right.
do the rest of it.
do you like
Did
this?
you like this? Do we need to change anything?
We can still render different graphics.
Like, no.
This whole bit they try to do the Dirty Dancing lift.
Oh, yeah. That's what that is.
Yeah.
2021. Jesus.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? Ooh. I haven't watched that Artist Reacts one yet.
Love those guys.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that trailer looked pretty hilarious. It was just weird because I was like, seems like a far time away. Like you got nothing else
to
throw on there. Like, that seems like a lot.
Well, advertise it early.
Yeah.
Make sure that people have an idea that it's there and then forget about it. And then
So,
remember it.
I don't know how to say this this person's last name.
Passenger?
No, so I'll show it to you. So it's her first name is Geraldine, but I don't know how the fuck to say that last name.
Swan.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yep.
Viswanathan?
Yeah. So that she does the trainer girl. So you saw in it.
Uh-huh.
But it has Will Arnett as Steve. That's the giant red one.
Okay.
You have Terry Crews as I can't talk. Tentacooler, I guess. The shark-headed tentacle monster.
We saw for the most part.
Yeah. Then it also has Ben Schwartz, which would be linked to Sonic because he voiced Sonic.
Okay.
Tony Danza.
He's still alive?
Apparently.
Yeah,
Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, Mike's favorite. It also has Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns voicing in it.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know what they are yet, but I'm guessing other wrestlers.
Other wrestlers or commentators. That'd be cool.
So I'm thinking Stephen A. Smith is probably a commentator, but who knows? But yeah, I thought it was a very interesting trailer that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool.
But it's being produced in part with WWE.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
I've been doing more of that again.
Yeah.
Like they tried to do their own film studio for a while.
Which was garbage.
And then they're like, well, they were making them to be direct to DVD and stream things and just turn a quick profit kind of thing.
I mean, they did make Scorpion King.
Did they make one of them?
They made the first one.
No, they didn't. Vince McMahon was an executive producer because he still had rights to The Rock.
Yeah.
They had nothing to do with it.
I don't recall it having the WWE logo on it.
No, it didn't. Vince McMahon was an executive producer on The Rock's first handful of movies because he owned the rights to the name The Rock. And that's how they were publishing them. That eventually got worked out, but he literally had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Production company, WWE Entertainment.
Because he was an executive, but they didn't do anything.
I know, I'm just saying,
it's
a
way different stretch than actually making movies.
Well, yeah. They didn't,
is what I'm saying.
They didn't make 12 rounds 19 or whatever.
Yeah, 19. But then they stopped that, and then they kind of went dark for a minute, and then all of a sudden they had a deal worked out with Netflix and a couple other things where it's like they finally figured out, use our talent, we'll let you have them basically, and then you guys make it, and we'll just okay it and advertise it. So later on this year, The Big Show has a TV show coming out on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a family comedy.
That ought to be interesting.
Yeah, and so it's the premise of it is he plays himself, but in a fictional family, and he just retired. It picks up the day after he retires from wrestling.
Gotcha. Is that the main event?
I don't know.
Because that's got a bunch of people, but he's not listed in it, which is really weird.
Yeah, and then there's a couple more too. They're doing a couple action movies and stuff that they had announced, but they're still kind of far out. But the Big Show one's going to be the first big one to jump straight to Netflix.
Holy shit!
The Big Show.
The Big Show. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is.
Yeah, because there's something called Main Event that has Sheamus, The Miz, Kofi Kingston, Beth Phoenix, Mauro Ranallo. I don't know how to say that person's name, and Keith Lee, and it's slated for Netflix.
Yeah, see, that might be one of those things where they're a background thing, because there's another.
That's weird.
Another show about somebody trying to become a wrestler and break into the business.
Oh, maybe that's
and so they're using
real wrestlers.
Yeah, they're using NXT as an endpoint goal for them.
Okay.
But it's finally they're doing the right thing. Finally, it's you can have these people, and they don't have to necessarily be the star of the thing, but start slowly letting them do stuff.
And there's something called the Buddy Games, which has Sheamus in it as well, but it's written, directed, and stars Josh Duhamel.
Weird, right?
And it has Olivia Munn, James Roday, Kevin Dillon, Seamus as Thrusty. Great name, by the way.
He's gonna play
Dax
stripper.
Shepard, Nick Swarrenson, and Neil McDonough.
Neil McDonough is in
Everything?
everything.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, yeah.
No, but he had
He's
a
in
huge
Altered
stretch,
Carbon.
I know. I was surprised
but
to see
he
that.
had like a weird stretch, and then he like did little bits in TV and stuff. But he just always consistently is popping up and stuff.
Yeah, you'll see him. Oh, yeah, the big show. Oh, so
Like he was
they don't
in-
have a release date yet.
He was in
for it.
Sonic.
Was he?
Yeah.
He had a 2-second role in Sonic. I'm like, what? Why are you here? Like, what are you doing here?
Well, they have a
Making
bunch
money.
of biographies they're doing, too. They're coming on A&E.
Oh, that's weird.
Stone Cold, Booker T, Roddy Piper, Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bunch of them.
those.
Yeah. Fight Like a Girl. That's the one, that's the short one they're doing on that Quibi.
Quibi.
Yeah.
Quibi's interesting too. Like they have all kinds of shit lined up from wherever they launch,
Yeah, and it's just
and
like,
are ready to go. Like Kevin Hart's doing shit with them.
and it's all one-off shit, too. There's like, no, it's like 3-6 episodes of like 20, like up to like 20-something minutes.
Is it just like a wrestling thing, or
No,
No,
it's
entertainment.
like a
Quibi is.
comedy network,
Oh, okay.
streaming network thing that they're
Yeah.
doing, and they have like a bunch of like I was reading, they had like remember like what was it on Comedy Central, Premium Blend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
had like a couple comics on it, like they had stuff like that lined up, ready to
Okay.
go, where they're gonna just drop like people doing like 6 minutes of their set.
I like that.
Yeah, the weird TV shows, game shows hosted by like I think I was reading like not Jordan Peele, King.
Michael
Keaton
Keaton.
Keaton.
is hosting a couple of game shows on there.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Yeah, it's just weird shit.
Steven
but
Spielberg
like,
has something going on there,
yeah,
too.
like an animation thing, right?
Yeah.
Just like all these people, and it's I guess the whole model is like just short, easy to make, people doing what they want to do, and we'll just give it a platform to be on.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
down with that.
And it's like,
And it's going to be another service that you have to pay for, though.
I don't think we even
I
know
don't
yet.
know.
There's
Yeah,
just
because
none
I've
of
never
that.
seen anything about a price point or anything for
Yeah,
it.
we do know. Well, I know now because I looked it up. It launches on April 6th.
Okay.
But it's like it has a bunch of studios behind it. It's not like this one-off like company. It's like its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it has Disney, NBC, Universal, Sony Pictures, Warner Media, Liberty Global, Viacom, CBS, and
So it's like a Hulu of comedy.
yeah. But it's like it's weird because it's like again,
all
it's like this
original
weird
content.
Yeah.
short format everything.
Yeah, like they're talking about like they have a run of shows, literally 10-minute episodes. So
Yeah.
real short stories, really condensed. Like Kevin Hart's doing an action comedy with John Travolta on it. Yeah.
A 10-minute action comedy
Yeah.
with John Travolta and Kevin Hart.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm very interested to watch it.
Oh, that's where the Fugitive TV show's going.
What?
So are they doing other stuff besides comedy then? Because
Yeah.
everything I read about was
Oh, yeah,
all-
there's more
Unless
stuff
they
than just
turn the
comedy,
full
yeah.
into
Okay.
a comedy.
So it's okay. So it's gonna be a full on.
Yeah, because this is the one I was like, I just saw this, like, it can't be the same one because I read an article that Kiefer Sutherland's going to be doing a Fugitive show where he plays the detective.
Oh, I was gonna say he was the fugitive.
No,
That would be fun.
Boyd Halbrock is the fugitive.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
You do know who that is.
Okay. Do I like him?
I mean, you may like him.
Ugh.
He played
Right.
the bad guy with the robot arm in Logan.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Okay, fair enough.
Bad guy.
He had stupid sunglasses. In the movie.
The Code 8 TV
It's the worst
show.
part of that movie.
Did he? I don't
His
remember.
goddamn
it.
sunglasses.
The Code 8 TV show.
Yeah.
That's where it's going.
Oh, it's going to Quibi?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the thing I read was like the whole breakdown was strictly comedy. Like
No, there's-
everything they were talking about was all comedy stuff.
They have a bunch of horror stuff. Like Steven Spielberg's After Dark is a horror anthology.
Oh, okay.
They have one called 50 States of Fright, which is a horror one. A couple thrillers.
So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a paid.
Yeah, the Reno 911 reboot is going there.
It's about time, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
something.
Yes, yes.
Well,
I was
okay.
never, I
Fucking
was
love
never a
that show.
fan. I was never a fan of that show.
Apparently, they're doing How to
Not
Lose a
saying
Guy
it was
in
bad,
10
I
days.
just wasn't a fan of it.
Oh, it's bad sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's the best kind of bad.
And The Rock had one of the greatest.
In the movie?
Yeah, cameos in the movie.
Reno 911 is so big they made a fucking movie, dude.
I never saw it.
Yeah, I did.
I was never
of
into it.
course. And The Rock was in it for about 8 seconds, and he blew himself up with a grenade. It's fucking great, dude.
It's so great.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff they've lined up for it. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. There's a bunch of stuff that doesn't have release dates yet for him, but like they have.
I just remember it was called Reno 911 Miami because they all went to my. This is the worst name. I love that show. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think there's doing a bunch of reality TV shows they're bringing back, like Punked, Singled Out.
Oh, Jesus, Punked.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Like,
is that where the new Blind Date's going?
Yeah,
because I read about Blind Date coming back too.
Yeah, I believe that's where it's going to.
That's hilarious.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
No, I don't remember Blind Date.
Blind Date
was
you remember, right?
Oh yeah.
So
that was the MTV show, wasn't it?
No, it was like
that's Singled Out.
Singled Out.
That was the
Chris
Hardwick one.
Yeah.
This was later on. This one came later on.
It ran forever.
Yeah, I want to say like when I was seeing it, I was in like junior high-ish. It was like 2002-ish.
Hurts my soul.
Really does, right?
Well, I would have been a freshman. So yeah, so right around there. But it was like Roger Lodge hosted it, and they would set these two people up on a blind date, and they'd have these horrible dates or sometimes okay dates, but like the key part to it was whoever edited they would have pop-up things.
Yeah.
And so it would pop up like this is fucking awkward or something, like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like just little smart ass remarks, and it was always
like
the smart ass remarks.
Joe or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
Therapist Joe was one of them.
Blind Date's not going there. It's actually Blind Date already started, the new one, and it's hosted by Nikki Glazer of all people, and it's on Bravo.
All right.
But it started in November.
But it will be streaming on TV.
No, it says it's only on Bravo.
I just assumed after he started listing all those other things.
Right.
Well, I went down to the game
then.
show section because it has a link, and it wasn't listed there, so I pulled it up, and it's Blind Date apparently on Bravo. So,
well, you missed out there, Quibi.
That's right. But they have their list of reality competition shows is pretty vast. Like, there's a lot. Kill the Efrons, which apparently is a reality show, which I think is awesome as a premise so far. Yeah, it's very, very. They have a lot of content planned and set up, as you can plainly see from the list of shit, and only a few things premiering. But like, they have a sports show called Daily Essentials, which will premiere this on release. Legends of the Hidden Temple and Chrissy's Court, which debut at the same time. Reno 911 and The Fugitive all are premiering.
It seems like a good place to put all those like remember when Comedy Central was like trying to make new shows all the time?
Yeah.
And like they're okay, but like the structure of TV didn't work for these kind of shows. Like it'd be a good thing. Like Lewis Black had that weird judge show.
Yeah.
Where he would hear the argument of two people, like a pro and con argument about something, whatever the subject was, and he'd have to rule of which one was right. And it was Lewis Black was the judge, and it was always two comedians trying to like spin their bit. But it was funny, but like it just doesn't work as a TV show weekly,
something
a 30-minute
look forward to,
you know what I mean?
Type of
but
thing,
you could fucking make like 10 of those in a day.
That's not what I thought you were
You
gonna
know
say.
what I mean? And then just put them all up there.
And you just watch them as like
come back to it in a year. You know? If people like it, you can come back to it later.
That's true.
I didn't know WWE did the Killing
a lot of YouTube shows are structured like that. Yeah. So it's very, very possible to do something like that.
I didn't realize that was a WWE movie, Killing Hasselhoff. Came out a couple years ago. I didn't realize that was one of theirs. That's funny. With Ken Jeong and David Hasselhoff, obviously.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Was Hogan in that one? I think that's. I want to say Hulk Hogan was in that.
Was that pre-racist Hogan?
Well, it's 2018 or 2017. So no.
Everyone knowing.
Racist Will Sasso's in it though.
That must be who I was thinking about.
Yeah, I don't see Hulk Hogan on the list. That's why.
That's a little bit different, but
he does a good Hogan impression. That's where I got lost there.
It's got a lot of people you would know, like Master P.
Yeah,
I know you love Master P.
Master P. tried to get signed in the NBA for a couple years.
Really?
Like legitimately was trying to get signed in the NBA. Like he was
he actually good?
He was good for like
a normal person.
Like yeah, like he would have gotten smoked in the NBA hard.
Okay.
But yeah, like there's stories. There's a bunch of stories. I actually went down a weird rabbit hole reading all these stories over like he would meet like somebody who just worked in an organization, like at some kind of event party thing or like the SBs or something like that. And he would exchange cards with them and then like hound them for fucking months trying to get them to talk to like the GM or the owner and see if he can get signed. I was like, Jesus. And he did it with like 6 different teams that are actually like reported, like, there's stories out there.
It only takes one yes.
That's true. Thankfully, he never got it.
That is a true statement. Joe just riddled off there.
His son was a D1 college basketball player.
Yeah.
Who was also a rapper. What was his name? Lil Romeo.
Lil Romeo.
Lil Romeo.
I've actually heard of him.
It was a rapper, but he like a kid rapper when that was like him, Lil Bow Wow, and there's like 3 other ones that popped up all at about the same time. And like he went away and people were just like, oh, you know, because kid rappers are stupid. That shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
But actually, he was just a really good high school basketball player. And then he got a contract. I can't remember what school, but I believe it was a D1 school and played 4 years of D1 college ball.
That's cool.
I am interested to see the Pinkerton, a new movie that Bad Robot is producing. It's referred to as a supernatural western.
Called the Pinkerton?
Yeah.
Does it star like that old detective agency?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, no, because there's the detective agency called the Pinkertons or something like that. I think they actually still exist now.
They probably do. There's something else I was going to talk about with y'all.
With y'all?
Oh, apparently Ben Affleck still wants to make his McMillions movie. Guess that's popping back up because of the wild success the fucking docuseries on HBO is doing.
It's a really good series.
Yeah.
I don't remember which episode is out right now. It's either 5 or 6, but it's actually really good.
Yeah, when I watched it, like we talked about this, when I watched the trailer for it, I was like, holy shit. Like, that is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the new Bond movie got moved back.
Why?
Apparently because of they're doing reshoots because
That's
of
never good.
An injury that happened on set, and so they were originally gonna film those scenes this month, which I guess weren't crucial, but they were crucial. Obviously, they need to be in the movie, but they're not
still like things.
Yeah,
probably nothing that had to really involve Daniel Craig, but other characters and whatnot.
But they can't. They have to move it because of the coronavirus stuff. So they're moving it to the release to November because they have to push back that filming because I guess wherever they have to go. I saw something about it. This article doesn't mention too much about it. But yeah, there's some extra filming. I don't think Daniel Craig's in it, but he may be. But I can't remember what it was. And obviously, they didn't say like what the scenes were. They're saying that they were needed to reshoot because of an injury or something.
Yeah.
But I thought it was very interesting. I was like, well, that sucks. But also, I'm okay. It's not like, I'm gonna go see it, but it's not like I was like, oh no, right. I can't see it now.
Being pushed back.
Yeah, no big deal. Not like they canceled it. Not like, we're good.
Just gives you more time to catch up on rewatching all the originals.
All of them?
Yep.
All fucking 28 of them or whatever it is?
Yep. All of them.
We better set that calendar up because good God.
I didn't say me. I said you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I do own them all, so it's fine.
Yeah, I don't own them all. I own the Daniel Craig series. Most of them, I think. I'd have to go back through. I don't think I own the last one.
That sounds
Spectre,
great.
right?
Yeah, that
Maybe
was
I do own
great.
Spectre.
Actually, we think we looked this up. You don't own the one before it,
Yeah,
though.
the one before Spectre.
Yeah,
Is the one I own.
the super sad one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. That's about it.
How much do you think it's going to cost?
For what?
Quibi.
Originally, one of the things I saw was going to be $5 a month.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah. But I don't think I don't know if they've released anything else on it. Let's pull up the old internet here and find out. Nope, that is autocorrecting.
Right here. $5 with ads, $8 no ads.
Okay.
I'd be okay with ads.
As long as they're not fucking Circle K fucking ads every 2 minutes.
What was
That's
that weird?
Fairly true.
We're watching
Yeah, but what was the service?
I don't even remember. I deleted it as soon as we finished watching
Black Moon Rising, right?
Rising, yeah. I deleted it. That was just hot garbage. The movie and the service.
Yeah.
Both those things were terrible.
Because you're right. The fucking high definition commercial and then play the same commercial but in low definition right afterwards.
Which is
fucking stupid, man.
Stupid, I know, in concept anyway, but if you are going to do it, you show the low def first.
Right.
And then high def. Then you'd be like, well, it's the same commercial. At least it looks better.
Yeah, at least I can see things on it.
But this time you're like, hey, remember that commercial that you could see clearly? This time we're going to show you a shittier version of it.
Yeah, right?
Just so you appreciate high def a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. It was really bizarre that it was the same fucking commercial back to back every time.
Just the only
ad
that they had.
There should be a rule:
Circle
if you have a
K's
streaming service, you have to have at least 3 companies,
right, that are supporting
that'll advertise for you.
And if you, even if you're not, okay, say Circle K is your only sponsor, right? I'm sure Circle K has got other fucking commercials other than that one.
Are you sure?
No.
Circle K.
But
Go back and
they
show
don't
those
have
retro
QT
ones
money.
with the lizards from like the
Yeah, they don't have
90s.
fucking higher Chuck Norris money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So nuts. Between you and me, Bear. So strange. So strange. He's on billboards too for him?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Because QT wants to advertise.
Apparently.
Chuck Norris needs money.
Yeah, so. I mean, awesome. It's so weird. Because when I first saw the billboard and I was driving home one time, I was like, that's so weird that QT guy looks like Chuck Norris. When I saw it again, I was like, wait, he looks so much like Chuck Norris.
Like, no, that is Chuck Norris.
That can't be Chuck Norris. And then I saw a commercial, and it was right before the Super Bowl aired, and I was like,
That's Chuck Norris.
oh, it's Chuck Norris. So that was definitely Chuck Norris. Yikes. Yikes, I say. Yep. That's it.
You
That's all
ever
I got.
realize that Jerry Bruckheimer looks like an older, fucked up version of Seth Green?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I did.
he's very upsetting. Yeah. I saw a picture of him. It wasn't that one, it was like on set somewhere for something. I think it might have been on Bumblebee or something.
Mm,
And I was like, ooh.
right?
Ooh. No, it was on set with Bad Boys.
Oh, the new one? Or
Yeah,
just
the
an
new
older
one.
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, Lord. Yikes.
Right?
By the way, did you catch the Michael Bay cameo in Bad Boys, Mike?
The new one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one
I
yet.
thought you and Jen saw it.
No, we were going to because we watched the first 2, but then like something happened and we haven't been able to make it yet.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. You catch him in the first 2?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I remember him in only one of them.
He's in the first 2. He's driving a car both times.
Yeah.
Was
This
he
one,
driving
he actually has a line.
I think he had a line in the
Like a line.
second one.
Like he's like, and here it is. Like it was,
Oh.
I was like, oh, what?
Performance and everything.
I was like, what?
Mm.
What's going on? Like, who are you?
No Joe Hill.
And
I forgot his name. did.
Okay. But yeah, it just it was funny because he came on screen and I was like, oh, this is Michael Bay. And he talks, I was like, oh, shit. All right. He give himself all sorts of stuff, and since he's not directing it. Ooh, interesting pictures from Loki being shot. Not shot, but like the show. Ooh. That's interesting.
Is that a gold suit? Or is it just like a
I think
tan
it's
but
wet.
water?
It's just wet, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him wearing a fucking gold suit. It is Loki. It's very interesting. Got distracted by pictures. Mike, what you got?
I have nothing.
All right, cool. Oh, New Mutants got a PG-13 rating.
Gross. Make it rated R and scary and violent.
I mean, it's supposed to be
not getting
scary
a new
and
one
violent,
anyway.
but nowadays it's so hard to fucking, without dropping a shit ton of F-bombs and racist stuff to get a rated R.
Whoa.
I said racist stuff.
Full Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. Full on Hulk Hogan. Nope.
You should probably call it we're losing steam, guys.
Yep.
Well, how's the division, Cody? You're the only one of us that has played the new stuff first. Oh, that's right.
Did you end up playing it all yesterday for on the new stuff?
I bought it and downloaded it, but I didn't get back to it.
Well, let me tell you.
Do I have to buy the new season?
You have to buy if you want the new content, like the new expanded map and stuff. Yeah. You do.
Okay.
But if
There's
you want
changes.
the new, yeah.
Obviously, they did a lot of changes to the base game.
Yeah.
But for the new content.
Yeah. So like the level cap, I believe the level cap is only for the new content.
Okay.
But I will say this though, right before we all joined together here to record, I was playing because I'm trying to get all the side stuff because you forget after you beat the main campaign, you go to end game stuff. You forget all the stuff that went on with the main game. Like you do a story mission, you find a new safe house, you have to then do activities, control points, find the shade tech caches, all that stuff, right? I kind of forgot all that stuff. So you do that in the new map because you're in Manhattan now. I was worried there's basically going to be like it's going to feel a lot like the first game.
Right.
No. There's so much different in this one. The control points are fucking madness. Mm-hmm. There's one that goes they're massive. The control points are fucking huge. Some of them, not all of them. There's one in the top north corner of the map that is it felt like a level. Like it felt like I was doing a mission because like you go in and it goes vertical as well as just opens up side and like there's all these different paths you can go. Like it's fucking crazy. And it's got this big gate at front. Like I was like, whoa, these are insane. The new bad guys are because they have revamped cleaners and revamped Rikers in them, and so they've had time to.
They were supposed to revamp the LMB as well.
They were absorbed. Apparently, you find out they are what the Black Tusk is.
Yes,
and so they're Black Tusk, but the cleaners they don't switch from their gun to a flamethrower. It's part of their gun.
Oh, okay.
So when they get close, they just let loose fire. It's gnarly.
Okay.
Like, and they have one of the, I think it's the Rikers guys. They have a dude that has a shield, right? Big old riot shield, but he's got a nail gun.
Ouch.
And it fucking hits you and it causes bleed damage.
Ouch.
Oh, it's brutal. Yeah, and one of the Rikers grenade people throw a nail bomb. She's like, "Here comes a nail bomb." She throws it, and it blows up, and you see nails go everywhere. And if you get hit, you start bleeding. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, even the actual game stuff, like the original game stuff, we played through a mission and one way harder, and then two you know how they all the bad guys roughly do the same thing with like a couple. Nope, they're coming out of different places now. They're dropping out of ceilings. They're like It's real ballsy dudes just running up and trying to get behind you.
Ugh, I fucking hate those.
And then
people.
like there's a bunch of them though. It's not just like one random guy.
Ugh.
Because we were in one area and then they just all rolled out behind us. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, heavy gunners are running behind you. I was like, no.
Oh, guys,
And then-
don't do that.
And then all the gear stuff changed too.
Yeah,
Which,
so how badly did you get nerfed? Because he was explaining last night at Wing Night that he got nerfed pretty badly on some of even his higher end stuff.
so depending on how you were geared towards like what you were going for, I always went for skill points.
Mhm.
So all of my stuff was very geared towards bumping up the skill talent. But all my mods were for increased armor and health, so I could supplement that a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So now your gear has a tier, and it's either armor, health, or skill, right?
Yeah.
Or weapon damage.
Yep.
And most of mine were skill. So my skills are dope as shit right now.
Uh-huh.
But my armor and health dropped by over 100,000
Ooh,
on both of them.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Are you
I was
tissue
all-
paper now?
Basically.
Bro.
Basically.
Dude, before I started putting the new content,
Like, you know how like
Ugh.
they'll throw the fire, the bomb things, and the fire will start
Molotov
right there?
cocktails.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I would get hit, and you know how you could just walk away, stop burn, go? Like, I would get hit, I'd walk away, and I would die. Because the burn damage was too much. I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
This
yeah.
is not good.
yeah, it's rough.
And so I was able, just while we were playing, I was able to switch out a couple things to bump it up to make it not so ridiculous, but it's like I have to hang back, I have to be smart. It's very different. And then you can't, like, red bars are coming out, and I can empty a 30 round clip into them,
And they're still just running at
and
you.
they're still there. Like they're almost dead, but
Yeah.
they're not quite dead. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Yeah, because all my weapons, because all the different little mods and like little details, like they streamlined it. Looked like they made it way easier.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But we had it so,
Yeah.
I had it so detailed to try to fine tune it with the best balance I could, that now it's just all shot to shit. So like even before we started, I sold all the stuff I had in my stash, all my extra weapons and everything like that. And basically now it's just like, it's like starting over. It's like you get one, you look around, is it better? Yeah, swap it out, get rid of the other one.
All right.
Yeah.
That sucks, but at least he keeps it coming back and playing.
I'll bring up that in a minute. Yeah, the thing that, and we were talking about a little last night, is like the weapon damage, how badly it dropped, being no longer the highest, which I don't understand. Like, I mean, I kind of do because I guess they wanted to balance it more, so they didn't have to jack. I mean, they did. I will tell you right now, I have a G36 right now that I just got right before you got here. That's 36 point something thousand.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, and then ACR that was 33, and that thing's a fucking laser beam. Like, just choose through motherfuckers.
Well, like, to give you the G36 enhanced that I had was at a 19,000 damage.
Yeah, okay.
It dropped down to 13,000.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
That's a big jump.
Yeah. But now that these newer ones, you were saying they go up to 515?
515, yeah.
Yeah, and your gear, your level goes up. I'm like,
Yeah, so
all
you're-
these guns are going to be.
Yeah.
So what do they do with the exotics that you collected? Do they stay shitty or?
So they stay shitty, but if you go to the crafting table, she has blueprints that will basically recap them to 515.
Okay.
So once you get to level 40, your bench will then upgrade itself, just like they do normally.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to use those. Your blueprints will upgrade as well.
Yeah, because I was thinking I had all those exotics,
Right.
a lot of them, but I had
Yeah.
like 4 or 5, and I was like, do I just get rid of these now? Because they're
Right.
not doing anything. Like,
The only problem is you need exotic parts
Yeah.
to upgrade them. So I was like, well,
you have
that's
to keep
gonna.
getting them.
Yeah, I was like, that's gonna, because when you dismantle it, it's not like if you have a Liberty, it's not an exotic part for Liberty. It's just an exotic part you can use for anything else. So I'm like, well, there's a couple of these that I don't ever use that I will just, like the lullaby, I'm like, goodbye. Like, I don't use that thing at all. And I'll just like that part, because the ones I want to get, I'll just level them up and everything like that. So, but yeah, it was very interesting because like my AKM, my black market AKM was 22.7 thousand damage, and when I started playing yesterday before the new content, just playing the base game, it was at 14. And I was like, quick math real quick.
I got murdered.
I just lost $8,000 of
But
power.
you
on
think
this?
about the and also the other thing too is like, if you had like a backpack, you can get one that had like 3 mod slots.
Yeah.
And you get like 2 offensive, 1 armor or something like that.
Yeah.
All gear if it has a mod slot, it has 1 right now. At
The
least all
ones are-
that
yeah.
we've seen.
I think I've seen so far. I've got a few
and
gold,
the mods
but
are like, if it's offensive, it's like
headshot damage,
critical hit damage. Like it's real straightforward now. It's no more like 10% to assault rifle.
Yeah.
5% to shot. It's
So it works
no
for
super
everything.
detailed. Yeah. So now it's more general. So it sucks now, but when we all get to 40 and we start getting the new in-game stuff, it's gonna be a lot easier to just
Gotcha.
yeah.
manipulate everything. Yeah, so but back to the new content. New content's real good. It's real good. I've already taken down 2 of the generals, as they call them, so the rogues. I got the sticky bombs.
Yes.
They are savage.
Cool.
They refresh pretty fast.
Can you use those in the base game?
Yes, so those will, once you have them unlocked, it works and everything.
Okay.
The only bad thing about the new content is you can't go back to DC until you completely finish
Everything.
not everything. So you just have to basically beat
New
the
York.
campaign. So you have to basically take down. Well, I don't know if you'll take down Keener, but you have to basically find him and do whatever. So you finish all the story stuff.
Is it your same character carried over from
Yes,
Washington?
exactly.
Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Unlike Division 1 and 2, this isn't a new agent.
Yeah.
And they even tell you they're like, hey, welcome to New York. Get ready for hell. And I was like, oh, okay. But then I get pet a baby or a little pupper. He was a German Shepherd pupper. Comes out and greets you and you pet him. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Do they make mention at all of your character from the first game?
Yeah, apparently they're all dead.
Oh.
Fei Lao has an eye patch now because remember she got all busted up.
Yeah.
She got a fucking eye patch now. Rhodes hates everything about the division because apparently the Capitol buildings that they moved into was overrun by Keener, and he essentially went there because of the division, and so slaughtered a ton of people. And when you go this is the first building you go to when you get back to Manhattan, or when you go to Manhattan for the first time, it's terrifying because this new poison he has is this red mist and is pouring into the vents.
Okay.
It's fucking terrifying. I was like, there's dead bodies everywhere. There's people you could see essentially committed suicide. There's other people who just got fucking slaughtered. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is the first building I've gone into. Because the first when you're walking up to it, you're with Kelso because she goes with you to New York, and you're just walking the streets. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I see, whatever. It's like New York, trashed everywhere. It's just like DC is, whatever. You get to this building and it's like the back of it's just crumbled down where an explosion just took out the back of the building. And you crawl up and you go in and it's just a fucking murder scene. There's bodies everywhere.
Okay.
And apparently as you find out, Keener and his troops basically just targeted it, hit it with the poison, put it into the ventilation system, and whoever was alive, they just started murdering. If you weren't dead yet, they just shot you. And so there's literally bodies lining the walls.
Okay.
Just blood splatter fucking everywhere. I was like, good God. Then you find out that's a control point now.
Oh.
I was like, guys, let them have this building.
Right.
This building is a literal nightmare.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's
just be quarantined and just that's it.
yeah. It looks it looks like a horror movie because you see the red stuff coming out, spilling out of the vent and down the wall, and I was like, I ain't going in here. Fuck you.
Serious poison gas there. Why?
Yeah, I was like, no, why? No, burn this building down, burn all of it down. But yeah, it's pretty. It's actually really fun. I'm finally getting better stuff, so that's a good thing. And the fact you don't have to try to load the gun up for damage to elites anymore because that's not a thing.
Okay.
You can just throw on stability, so now your guns are just yeah, it's super dope. I was like, yes, laser beams, and they're super rad.
Cool.
Like the MK16 or 17 or whatever gun I got, I sent you guys a picture of last night.
Yeah.
100,000 damage. That's
Yeah.
that's not a marksman rifle. That is a rifle.
Yeah.
As in pop, 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 pop. I was like, holy shit, and it does. See it hit, and it's like 100 and something thousand. I was like, one bullet did 100,000. Oh yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was super dope. So yeah, that's Division 2 update.
Cool.
The Wolves of New York. But Matt Reeves apparently just posted actual official photos of the new Batmobile.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of this.
That looks pretty dope.
Oh, so it continues.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
It
Ready?
looks like they actually
very-
took a car. Yeah.
Very year one-ish. Like, you
Yeah.
know.
Like they took an old sports car or something like that and
Yeah.
decked it out.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, okay. All right, Matt Reeves, I see where you're at. And the little glimpses of Batman in it, like you can see here with the headlights hitting him. He's got like a gnarly, like a utility belt. He's got like full on gauntlets on. Like it looks pretty crazy. But I was like, yeah, okay. Let's do this.
I'm down for it.
Thank you, Matt Reeves, for being fucking awesome.
Right?
Anyhow, that's it for this week's episode of Comes Naturally. We are
Joe?
Mike?
I'm Cody, and as usual, you fuckers just came naturally.